Welcome to Beyond the Nebula, where humanity doesn't just survive, we rewrite the stars. These original HFY stories explore what happens when humans show the galaxy what we're truly made of. They called her Subject 49. No name, no record, just a number scrawled on the side of a steel containment unit deep in Sub-Level 9. A place the crew didn't talk about, let alone visit. She was small, alien, skin mottled grey-blue like a dusk sky bruised by time. Her frame was wiry, bones visible beneath torn thermal rags. Her eyes, though, they were ancient, haunted. Not feral, just lost. She slept on the stone floor. No blanket, no comfort. Only a flickering light above her chamber and the echoes of forgotten machinery. Most of the crew believed she was feral. Some low-intelligence species recovered during one of the Accord's failed experiments. They said she couldn't talk, that her mind was broken. They weren't entirely wrong. But they weren't right either. I found her by accident. I wasn't supposed to be in Sub-Level 9. My team had been sent to reroute a power junction 2 decks up, but the old maintenance grid glitched and triggered a false override. I followed the cable work down, flashlight sweeping across rusted valves and disused airlocks. And there she was, crouched beneath a leaking pipe, arms wrapped around her knees, watching me, silent, still. For a moment I didn't breathe. I just looked at her. She didn't hiss, didn't lunge, didn't beg. She just stared, as if waiting for me to decide what kind of human I was going to be. I lowered my tools. "Hi," I said. She blinked. I left her protein bars. For days I came back, left food, water, a blanket. She never touched them while I was there, but by the time I returned, they were always gone. One night I left a slate tablet, old tech, loaded with basic language symbols. By the 5th day, she returned it. Every icon for food was circled, underlined. She understood. I kept coming. I didn't tell the others. Not at first. They already called me soft for feeding the cargo bay strays. If they knew I was sneaking supplies to a failed Xeno case, I'd be lucky to keep my clearance. But I didn't care. There was something in her eyes. Something older than fear. A memory, maybe. Something buried so deep under trauma that it hadn't stirred in years. Hope. She began to mimic. A wave, a nod. One time she even copied the way I tilted my head when I was thinking. I named her Ellie, not officially, just to myself. She never corrected me. A month passed. Then the raiders came. They hit us hard. Ion pulse torpedoes to the hull, comms scrambled, boarding crews in armor black as oil. They wanted something in the archives, or someone. The station went into lockdown. I ran to Sub-Level 9. When I reached her cell, it was empty. Panic surged through me like ice. I called her name. Stupid, I know. She wasn't a dog. She wasn't even human. But she answered. The raider hit the floor before I heard the movement. His rifle clattered across the steel as Ellie stepped out from the shadows, holding a splintered pipe in one trembling hand. Blood coated her arms. Her chest was heaving. But her eyes, those eyes were blazing. I had never seen her angry before, only scared. She dropped the pipe, reached for me. Gripped my sleeve. "You safe," she whispered. 2 words. That's all it took. After the breach was secured, I came clean. I told Command everything. The illegal access, the food, the slate, the name. They ran blood work, DNA analysis, neural scans. Their conclusion? Ellie's not feral, she's enhanced. But she wasn't a weapon. Not really. Just left behind. A failed test subject from a black-budget lab project buried years ago. The kind where mistakes weren't documented. They were erased. The official order was clear, quarantine and relocate to Accord custody. I fought it. I begged, I shouted, so did she, in full English. "I stay with you," she said to me in the tribunal hall. She wouldn't meet anyone's eyes but mine. The captain overruled protocol. "You broke rank," he told me, "but you also saved the station. If she stays under your watch. She messes up, it's on you." I accepted without hesitation. Ellie became something else after that. Not crew, not cargo, just Ellie. She wore station jumpsuits, ate in the mess, laughed awkward, scratchy little sounds that made the whole room stop and turn. The other techs didn't know what to make of her, but they learned quickly. If you messed with her, you answered to me, until you answered to her. Her training started slow. Strength conditioning, combat drills, language immersion. We thought she'd resist. She didn't. She devoured it. Obsessed even. It took me months to realize why. She wasn't just learning to protect herself. She was learning to protect me. 3 months later, the station was flagged for reassignment. Half the crew rotated out. Ellie stayed. So did I. Command finally gave her an ID badge. Ellie, 49 non-classified entity, clearance level companion tier. She thought it was hilarious. Companion, she said, grinning. Like a dog, I laughed. No, more like partner. Her smile faded. Like family? She asked, and I choked up. Yeah, like family. Then came the Varnak infiltration, an inside job. A rogue operative brought in a tech virus that scrambled our auto-defenses. Within an hour, a hostile boarding party flooded the lower decks. I got caught in the hangar, trying to get evac systems online. One of the raiders grabbed me from behind. I didn't see him, but I saw Ellie. She didn't yell. She didn't warn. She just moved. I've never seen anything like it. She dismantled him in 4 precise strikes. Broke his wrist, shattered his helmet, dropped him to the floor before he could scream. Blood sprayed across the walls. She turned to me. Are you hurt? I shook my head. She nodded once, then moved on to the next. They made her squad lead after that. Unofficially. No one questioned it. When you save half the station twice, even military brass knows better than to get in your way. One night, months later, we sat on the observation deck, watching the rings of Rotet shimmer below. She didn't say much. She never did. But then, quietly, she asked, "Why did you help me? That first time." I blinked. "Because you looked like you needed help." She frowned. "Others saw me." "Yeah, but they didn't see you." Her voice softened. No one had seen me in a long time. I reached over, took her hand. She didn't flinch anymore. Her fingers wrapped around mine. "I see you now," I said, and she nodded, eyes full of stars. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and comment. It helps us reach more sci-fi fans like you. And if you love tales where humans shake the galaxy, subscribe to Beyond the Nebula for weekly uploads. Original story by Beyond the Nebula, AI-assisted, human-created. Narrated by Beyond the Nebula. New episodes every week.